you guys? Welcome back to As Told by Kenya. In today's video, we have some topics to discuss, as you can see from the title. The first thing we have to talk about, baby, Diddy is going to jail. And I have not seen the industry be more silent. You want to know the thing that is so funny to me? It is so funny that, and by funny, I mean funny, weird, not funny, ha. I think it's really interesting how all year we hear stories about how certain people are ruining the black community. Sexy Red is ruining the black community. This person is ruining the black community. A bunch of people who really have no effect on anything. And we just get told that they're ruining the black community. This person is doing this to the black community. This person is doing this to the black community. But whenever a predator gets exposed for being a predator, all of a sudden, nobody wants to talk about how they're ruining the black community. Why are we not having a conversation about how predators are ruining the black community? When we talk about a Bill Cosby, when we talk about an R. Kelly, when we talk about a P. Diddy, why are we not having conversations about how rich and powerful men are ruining the black community? Why does the conversation always fall on just people who really ain't doing nothing that really has anything to do with you? Yeah, you might find what they're doing to be a little bit silly and crazy and ignorant and everything else in between, but still they really ain't doing nothing that matters that much. But you have people who have literally tormented and terrorized people in the black community for literal decades, and it's just like, it's just one of them. It's just one of them. So that's just funny to me. It's just funny to me that we are not having a conversation about how P. Diddy and people like P. Diddy are the reason why the black community is where it is. But people, you want to blame single black mothers for why the black community is what it is. You want to blame people in hip hop. It's not lost on me that we had a bigger conversation online. Well, I did and y'all did. Y'all had a bigger conversation online about Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez than y'all did about any of the P. Diddy stuff. Do you guys remember when Shannon Sharp was on his little podcast asking any and everybody what their opinions were on Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion? Let's see if the podcast that be are going to ask every single celebrity guest who comes up there what their opinions are on P. Diddy. It's not going to happen because look how quiet they're being now. Now, I don't know what Shannon Sharp is doing right now. He could be talking about. My point is that y'all have way more conversation about Meg Thee Stallion and Meg Thee Stallion, what she up to and her lying on this and her doing that. But P. Diddy, y'all have there's nothing to be found, because that's the number two thing I want to bring up. Y'all know I'm about to beat this dead horse. That's the number two thing I want to bring up. Why was it never talked about that P. Diddy is a blatant liar? Why was it not talked about that P. Diddy is a blatant liar? This is why I say you can miss me with this idea that people be lying on these men. People be like, oh, he denied it. He said it wasn't true. Because these men will blatantly lie to save themselves. Y'all sit there and give these people plausible deniability for no reason. Y'all cop pleas for them for no reason. Y'all try to poke holes in these victim stories for no reason. And you never think to yourself, this person could just be lying. They are denying this thing because they are a liar. And after it came out that P. Diddy was a liar, none of you said anything. All of you people who were saying Cassie just wanted money, by the way, I think there's no problem with people who are victims of assault, abuse, and everything else in between wanting some monetary compensation. I think there's absolutely no problem with that. But y'all was over there saying she just want a payday. This ain't true. Was they beating on each other? Was they doing it? Y'all came up with all these excuses for him, and you never thought that P. Diddy just simply a bad person. You didn't want to believe that, and that is my thing about all of this. The reason why the likes of P. Diddy and them will come up with lies. By the way, if you're wondering what lie I'm talking about, after all this stuff went down and Cassie said what happened in the courts, he came out and said it wasn't true. He came out and said it wasn't true. But then the video came out of him in the hotel. CNN put up a video and he was putting hands on Cassie. So like, you see the lies, right? You right? The reason why I want people to acknowledge this is because abusers prey on your misogyny. Abusers are able to understand that people are going to give them the benefit of the doubt just because they already have it in their head that women are gold diggers, women just want money, you was only with him for the money, you only was gonna be there for the money, he not giving you money no more, so you're not there. They've already come up with these ideas in their head about these women. They've already decided that these women just want cash, they was only there for the cash, not knowing these women from a can of paint. And the abusers know that. They know as long as they come out and they're just like, I didn't do it, y'all are just going to give them the benefit of the doubt because you already dislike these women. You already are a misogynist. You already don't believe that these women are worth a damn to begin with. And so the reason why you didn't want to believe Cassie is because you never had any respect for Cassie to begin with. You already thought to yourself Cassie wouldn't have been anything without Diddy. So you were ready to believe Diddy. But what has Diddy done to make you believe you should believe him? And that's what these men get. They get so much benefit of this, so much grace that y'all give to nobody else. That's why I bring up the Meg Thee Stallion. And there are plenty other people who have been victims of abuse that I can talk about this. Like, the benefit of the doubt is never given to them. The grace is never given to them. But you just believe just because these persons said he didn't do something, he didn't do it. He didn't do it, especially in the Diddy case, because how long has Diddy been accused of stealing, lying, robbing, and mobbing? How long has he been accused of these things? And y'all still gave him the benefit of the doubt. That's why you can't even argue with the people who are willing to do this, because they're not operating in sense. They're not, even though they don't know the women who are doing the accusing, they don't know them from a can of paint. They also don't know the artist who is being accused of this, the ball player who is being accused of this, the actor who is being accused. They don't know them either, but still they're willing to side with that. And you know that you're just dealing with someone who is unserious. You are just dealing with someone who, like, misogyny clouds everything that they are. You can't even give them this, that, oh, just because they, they see themselves in P. Diddy. What about somebody who's rich do you see yourself in? That's another, you can't even say like, oh, it's because they see themselves. No, you're not these people. These people have way more money, access, and power than you will ever have. Why are you seeing yourself in this? And because for some reason, all y'all believe y'all gonna be rich one day. All y'all believe gold diggers just after y'all. People just gonna falsely accuse you of sexual assault. And it's just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So that's what I want to nip in the bud from the very beginning. Y'all are very silent when y'all are never silent before. Every other day, everybody and their mama getting blamed for why the black community is in the place that it is. But nobody is talking about these powerful men and what they are doing and why they the reason why the black community might be in the place that it is at. Right. So I want to start there. The next thing I want to discuss is the culture around all this, because there is still conversations being had about P. Diddy, because now everybody is, a chicken with his head cut off. Everybody is on a wild goose chase to see who's going down next. P. Diddy got picked up by the feds. Who's going down next? And this might be unpopular. I don't know. I am of two minds with this, actually. When it comes to people being like, this person could be doing it, this person could be not. Number one, my first mind wants to be that y'all are addicted to mess. Y'all are addicted to mess. Y'all are addicted to salacious situations. Y'all are addicted to just, starting stuff and just wanting to be in stuff and talk about stuff, It gets you out of your own life and not having to deal with your problems. I totally get it. And so, there's a problem with that, because the way that y'all do that is not from a sense of care. You don't care about victims. You don't care about Dawn. You don't care about Cassie and many of the other people who've been hurt by P. Diddy. You just care about just talking about stuff, right? Y'all are not doing it from a good place. But then there's this other mind of me where people are going on the wild goose chase and, they're going on the witch hunt. There's another part of me where it's just like, but also like, people are bad. Diddy is not the only person in Hollywood who is a bad person. And so if we just sit here and start giving, oh, well, it was just P. Diddy, or why y'all trying to get other people? It's just like, but it could be other people. Like, it could be other people. Are y'all gonna be able to crack the code? No. But Like, I think just acting like nobody else is bad, everybody else is good, nobody could be doing anything else is a level of grace that you should not give people in Hollywood. Like, P. Diddy is showing us, don't give nobody grace. Where there is smoke, there is some goddamn fire, baby. And so, like, I don't know. I know y'all are doing it for all the wrong reasons, right? This is turned into stan bullshit. This is turned into, find somebody you deeply dislike. People are using pictures that have nothing to do with absolutely nothing. Some of these theories look like they have been taken from the deepest and darkest parts of the internet. Absolutely fucking foolishness. On the other hand, I do think there are people who are operating in good faith, who could actually, add some nuance to this situation, actually could expose something and, get into the weeds about the culture of hip hop and the culture of the music industry, the culture of Hollywood. So I'm of two minds with both of these things. Now we gotta get into the minutia of like what's going on with P. Diddy. Here is the thing that actually bothers me the most about this entire P. Diddy thing. I made an entire video over on my Patreon. You guys know Raw and Real is over on Patreon. I don't got time to deal with the algorithms and the monetization over on YouTube sometimes. So if you ever want to talk about a topic, I probably already talked about it over on my Patreon, link down below. But here is the thing. The thing that bothers me the most about all this is how willing P. Diddy is to get his kids and people around him involved in all of this stuff. I feel no need to sit here and be like, P. Diddy kids could be da da da. I think all of that is unnecessary because this is my own opinion. I do not believe anyone in relationship with P. Diddy comes out unscathed. When you hear the stuff that P. Diddy has done, I don't think anyone who is in close proximity to P. Diddy on a personal level comes out unscathed from his absolute terrorism, and that's my opinion. But here is the part that really sickens me. So in order for Diddy to get bail, Diddy was trying to post bail or at least get some type of bail so he could go home. He was willing to put up the passports of all of his kids, have his kids sign his bail agreement and all of this stuff. And it's just like, your kids have nothing to do. You are willing to have to, give over your little twins' passports and all of this stuff. You are willing to get them wrapped up into all of this court stuff. Your sons are coming to and from court. And it's just like, I know why they are doing it. You're their father. You're all they know. I'm sure you have given them a great life financially. They feel indebted to you and they probably do love you. But my thing is, why would you want them doing this? Why would you want cameras of your kids coming in and out court, dealing with your absolute debauchery and your absolute terrorism, and you got the twins wrapped up in this who lost their mother? Like, it's just a lot, and it's my proof. I always say this. I do not think you can be a bad person to everyone else in life and you come home and you're a great father. I think when you are selfish and you treat people wrong in the outside world, you come home and the people inside your home are just as disposable. And that's what it is. It seems like Diddy sees his fit. Everyone is a tool for him. And it's disgusting. It's really, really disgusting to have your kids' names wrapped up in all of this stuff and they didn't do anything. I just find that to be absolutely deplorable. Speaking of deplorable, knock it off with the skits. Knock it off. Black people, what is our obsession with skits? I want to talk about it. If it's not skits about predators, if it's not skits about y'all relationships, it's skits about other stuff that's not funny. What is y'all obsession with doing skits that are just bizarre? You got people buying bottles and bottles of baby oil, people saying Diddy was just freaky. Like, y'all are weird. Like, y'all are weird. And the conversation around sex online, especially like sexual like assault and like predators and all of this, it's so weird amongst my people. You guys get so strange when all of this stuff starts to come up. Knock you off. So in the end, how do I want to wrap up this segment about P. Diddy? It's about time, baby. It is about time. I hear people saying that his music has started to like stream higher since all this stuff happened. That don't mean a damn thing to me. That ain't gonna get him out of jail no sooner. That ain't gonna get him out of jail no sooner. Like, I don't give a damn. Y'all like, whatever. Like, it's time to pay the piper. It is time to pay the piper and you reap what you sow. I once again want to send nothing but love and healing to the people who were affected by Diddy's thing, because that's the part that also gets lost when y'all doing skits and going on witch hunts. There are people whose like lives were affected by this stuff. This was their reality. When you get to talking about sex trafficking and all of this stuff, the stuff with drugs, like this is people's real lives and real trauma, and it really ain't nothing to play with. Let's move on to some other stuff. Tia and Tamera. Tia and Tamera is a topic that causes a lot of discourse, and it's so strange to me because any other time I would say people would find Tia and Tamera kind of like boring. You know, like if you like Tia and Tamera, you would be like, ooh, Tia and Tamera, but like they cause way more discourse than I really think they should online. So anyway, Tia has a show coming out, and Tia is talking about what the next chapter of her life is. Tia is in her 40s. Tia has children. She just got a divorce. But she also says that her and Tamera are not close anymore. She wishes that their relationship was closer, but it's not anymore. This is one of those things where I was saying it back when I was talking about Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl. Boredom. Y'all are bored. I get it. When it comes to the internet topics, it's fun to just talk about stuff that don't got nothing to do with you. Like I said, escape from your own boring lives. I totally get it. Tia and Tamera is just really nothing to write home about. I get it. Tia and Tamera are sisters. Tia and Tamera are twins. We know them as a pair. Halloween is coming up. Twitches. We love the girls. And there's this idea that like they should be close because we've seen them close. They had that TV show together. But like when you just look at life, like there are some people who are very, very close with their sibling into old age. They kikiing, they talking on the phone all the time. But there's also a good chunk of people who just not that close to their sibling, who's just not that close to their sibling. Later on in the week, I'm gonna do a whole reality TV breakdown, and we gonna talk about the Braxtons. But there's also some people who also shouldn't be close to their siblings anymore because y'all can't find common ground. And so this idea, like I heard people being like, Tia just going through a midlife crisis. Number one, y'all have to get over the fact that Tia left that man and that was her prerogative. I have never seen someone leave their husband and get so much vitriol like Tia has got to. Y'all have just turned her ex-husband into just like this woe is me type of guy. Y'all are saying Tia is just a terrible. Y'all don't know they man. Y'all don't know what's been going on behind they closed doors. Y'all are weird in that way. But also this idea because she not talking to her sister, people don't talk to their siblings. Like this is one of those things where I just feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Like go talk to your coworkers. Maybe look into your own family. Like how close are people to their siblings? A lot of people fall out with their siblings, or they're just not, they don't talk every day to their siblings. Or you know, we only see each other on Thanksgiving. We only see each other on Christmas. On birthdays, it's a quick little text message. Like some people are close, and that's good. Mary-Kate and Ashley seem to be very close twins. They do but you don't know if that's you. Maybe they just like each other because they do the road together. Shout out to the road. The road is so good. Maybe they just, you don't know these people. And like, it wouldn't be crazy if these two, like, if they weren't close, like, because that's just siblings. Like, it's any other relationship. It goes through its ebbs and flows. I've heard people be like, the reason why they not close is because Tia don't like Tamera's husband. I find that a little hard to believe because, like, who's really that close to their sister husband? Like I said, there are always people who are, but like on a like wide range, most people ain't really fooling with they sibling partner like that. Like it ain't something like it's not a make or break for the relationship. If they were, like I just literally think they are just, you know, in two different paths in life, and maybe one day that path will have them come back together. You would hope. No one wants siblings not to be close, but that's just a simple thing that is, and I just think it's because you guys know these people and you guys like you. I think it's because you guys think you know these people. I think it's because we see them as a pair. This is idea that they just have to be the bestest of friends. But like, look into your own life and make amends to people in your own life. And especially because y'all the same people online who be like, I cut a family member off like this. I don't talk to my mama. I don't talk to my daddy. I don't talk to my aunties. If your auntie say this, don't talk. Y'all be the main ones talking about cutting off a family member. Tia and Tamera do it. All of a sudden, it's time for family counseling. Like, be serious. Y'all are doing a whole lot with that. Next thing y'all are doing a whole lot with, I think we need to in the Chappell Roan discourse. I am going to just put it out there. I think I made a whole video on Chappell Roan, how y'all weird about Chappell Roan. I stand on that, but it like now, let's just end it off. Let's just stop it off. How about we all just listen to Chappell Roan's music? Don't listen to Chappell Roan's music. All the Chappell Roan music is not for me. Like either listen to the music, don't listen to the music. But can we stop the discourse? I think y'all think about her a little too much. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I think you guys think about Chappell Roan a little too much when it comes to discourse. Either way, it's just becoming tired at this point. Let it go. Anyway, that's the end of me this week. I will see you guys in the next one. I told you guys we're going to talk about some reality TV because I do need to discuss the Braxtons. You guys know I'm a Braxton stan. We got to discuss the Braxtons. So I will come back with some reality TV stuff later in the week.